Hey everyone, it's Savannah, and today I am signing on to my Animal Crossing island that I have not gone on in months. I started this island a few months ago when I was feeling really sick, but feeling motivated to start a new Animal Crossing island, and I chose a theme that I never thought I would be doing. You may be able to guess from our little hints here surrounding Isabel, but I have created a winter island, and I was really into it for a few days while I was sick, and then I have not picked it up since, but I want to continue working on this island today. So I'm going to show you around the things I've done and hopefully we'll get some progress made on the island today. So my island's name is Mittens. I thought this was just super cute. It's just a really sweet winter theme. Okay, and it looks like Nook's Cranny is finally upgraded. I do have 3 stars on this island. I have all of the villagers I want, I do believe, and I have begun terraforming and done quite a bit of work on this island. Okay, so I spent a good amount of time already terraforming this island, but there's still plenty to do, as you can kind of see. So once again, the island's name is Mittens, and my villagers include Eric, Sprinkle, Poppy, Marshall, Fang, Sherb, Maple, Lolly, Bones, and of course, Chevrolet. Let me show you around the island. I do eventually want to do Happy Home Paradise and customize the villager homes to little log cabins, but I have not gotten to that point yet. So let me get you right up to the front entrance of my island. Oh my gosh, I am so sad that I kind of abandoned this island, but I think we can finish it up and make it look really cute. I don't want to give up on completing my first winter island. So here we are at the airport. I have a yellow airport. I really like my character's outfit that I went for on this island too. It was really fun to play with some accessories that I don't frequently get to use, like these little snow pants. So when we get off the airport, I have this kind of sidewalk set up and a little waterfall in front. I feel like I could use some more filler items here, but because this is a snowy island, I don't want to clutter it up with a lot of decor like I usually do. In fact, I'm actually not using any flowers on this island, which is a big change for me. Of course, I had to use this cute little Mittens code that I found because the island's name is Mittens, of course. So if we continue along this way, my house is also not going to stay on that little beach I showed you, by the way. So if we continue up the incline this way, this links us to the second level, which overlooks resident services. I have Kix here visiting me today, and I've enclosed the entire plaza. So let me show you a better look at that on my map. So the whole plaza has been enclosed here, and I like to have a little incline coming up and down into the plaza here. I just think this is a really cute kind of overlook. I did something kind of similar to this layout on my Grandma Core island, and let me see. You know what? I honestly have not been on this island in a while, so let's see what I actually ended up doing over here. Looks like I just started laying out some pathing. I'm in love with these little footprint codes. I'm so excited that I finally get to use them on an island. These little snowy paw prints are just too cute. It looks like I continued the street over here. I think my plan was to put Nooks and Abel's somewhere in this vicinity, and then maybe have a road continuing on up this way. I'm pretty sure that's what I was planning on doing. Yeah, and then it links up this way, and there's another kind of bridge, an overlook on this pretty lake up here. So here's a better view of the little lookout here. I'm planning on putting my house across the lake here, and I think this would just be a really cute little lookout on the island once we fill it up with plenty of decor and trees and codes, of course. So I think that this would be a really nice little feature area on the island. So that is what is going on over here. And then I think I just eventually started connecting it up here. I did a bit of terraforming. You know what? I have not been on here in so long. I'm like, what is even going on up here? I think I did this terraforming. This was not a part of my island originally. And then we also have the museum. I'm keeping it as a tent back here. I don't remember if I had an idea for how I wanted to decorate around the museum. Let me link us on back to the front of the island so I can show you the rest of what I've done there. Okay, so I just brought us back to in front of resident services, and you can walk over this way. And here is where I believe this is Fang's house. And Fang is a villager that I wanted to have on one of my islands for so long, but none of the islands that I was doing ever seemed like an appropriate theme to have a villager like Fang. But I've just thought he was so cute for so long. So Fang is the first villager on this island to have moved onto the mainland and have his house decorated. So he has a cute little sitting area, a little fire going, and some extra firewood here, keeping it very rustic. And then I have a little bridge going across this little river, and then we'll eventually continue our builds this way. So, you know what? Not a bad start on an island while being sick. I really liked planning the whole aesthetic of this island. So it's time that we get to work on continuing this island because I feel like it will be really cute to explore this island once it's totally finished. So my plan of attack for today is to try to get as many items placed on this island as I possibly can in a short amount of time. I'm going to be doing some speed decorating and just see how much progress I can make on this island. Try to feel re-inspired to play Animal Crossing and get some work done on this gorgeous island I already started. So I hope you'll enjoy seeing me decorate all the chaos along with creating this new island. Before we get into decorating, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and let's get started. Let me go ahead and place my storage shed. I'm just gonna throw it down over here, a little out of the way. And I think I'm gonna make this area my primary focus because this feels like the natural next area that needs to be decorated. And then of course, there's still lots of filler areas that need to be worked on this island. But like I said, I don't really want to clutter it up. I really want to focus on keeping it feeling like a natural snow-covered island. So let me go through my storage here and pull out some items, and then I'm gonna get to placing. Okay, so full disclosure, it's actually several days since the last clip you just saw. I struggled to get started with decorating this island because I realized I had like no items in my storage. So I had to make several runs to many different treasure islands before I could start decorating. But here I'm finally going to continue working on this island. Honestly, I found that this is something that I continue to struggle with in Animal Crossing is the process of having to go and collect items from treasure islands. Enough items to fill an entire island is quite a lot, so that requires many trips. But here I am about to get started with laying out some dirt pathing. I'm gonna do this so that I can figure out my placement for Abel's sisters as well as Nook's cranny. And I wanna leave enough room so that I can have kind of like a countryside path going in between the two shops. By the way, I am currently a bit sick as I'm filming this voiceover, so I think I'm gonna keep the chatter to a minimum for a change and just let y'all enjoy the decorating process and some nice music. And I'll do some check-ins here and there, so I hope that's okay. So I think that Countryside Road will continue on nicely to link us to the part of the island where I want to have the overlook with that bridge showcasing my little log cabin house. Anyway, that's the plan. And then to the left of this little countryside lane, I decided to map out where I wanted to put Abel's. And then it was time to eat a bunch of fruit and try to find some trees throughout my island that I could steal. I did not have the heart to steal that tree that Maple was inspecting, so I decided to leave it. And then I ended up getting a little little bit lost on the back of my island, as I tend to do, because I usually neglect the back of my island and just focus on the front. I don't know what's going on with the back of my island. It's kind of like the back of my hair. I don't see it, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist at this point. But I'm going to start arranging some tree placement around this little road and making this overall build feel a lot more tucked in and cozy. And then here I was trying to decide between the black street lamp or the white street lamp, and I knew I wanted to use the white garden furniture, so I ended up going with the black street lamp. I feel like some of the white items in Animal Crossing are like different shades of white or like slightly off white, and maybe it's not so noticeable all the time, but I feel like when decorating in the snow, it's very obvious to me, and I didn't like the white street lamp for that reason. So anyway, there is a big explanation as to why I chose the black over the white. Y'all let me know what you think. But yeah, I just scattered some black street lamps throughout this area. And I ended up time traveling to the next day, and we had some snow, which was pretty fun to decorate. But more importantly, Nook's Cranny had been placed, and here I am going to place the Able Sisters shop. And I didn't want to hide that little tree in the back, so I ended up bringing the building one space forward. This honestly kind of hurt me in the long run because it left me with very little space to decorate in front of Abel's, but you know what? I'm always down for a challenge. I always like to make things more difficult for myself, so here we go. By the way, be sure to hype up Cutie Sherb in the comments. He's just so cute. I have some major cuties on this island, and they look even more adorable walking around in their little snow hats. Here I started a battle with this sturdy paper bag. I just felt like I could not get it close enough to these little table and chairs as I wanted to, but I wanted to go with really the shopping district kind of vibe. So I thought scattering in some shopping bags throughout this area would look really nice, but I just couldn't get it close enough to the chair. I wanted to leave space so that a villager could maybe sit there and we could have a cute little photo op moment there. But you know what? I just decided that this paper bag was just maybe not going to work here. So I ended up removing it after all of that. In fact, I was so fed up with it at this point that I decided to throw it over by the trash can because it was trash to me at this point. I was so annoyed. And I began working on the other side of the shopping district, including Able Sisters. On this side, I wanted to make it look like somebody had maybe just done some shopping and was sitting outside and left some of their belongings. And the sturdy paper bag finally got its moment to shine. I feel a little bit weird about putting certain items laying out in the snow. So like I put that stack of books out and I've just felt like it didn't make sense. So I ended up removing it. I think this is going to be a constant struggle for me with decorating on this island is that I feel bad leaving things out in the snow. Anyway, I'm going to move back onto decorating around Nook's Cranny, and I'm laying out this really cute pathing code. I decided to try this trick out of using the sauna heater as a trash can. This is something I've seen Nor using. Her channel is called Horrible Gaming. This is where I got the idea from. And on the plus side, the villagers look really cute, like we see Bones warming up next to the trash. I debated for a while as to what I wanted to set up in front of Nook's Cranny, but ultimately I decided to make it look like Timmy and Tommy are selling some firewood out front. So the great thing about doing a build like that is that you just need tons of firewood and just scatter it throughout the area. However, as easy as that may sound, it definitely still is a bunch of trial and error for me. I'm constantly replacing things and moving things around, even for simple builds like this. All right, so I time traveled to the next day and caught Maple working out in front of Nook's Cranny, but I wanted to see how this build would look once we had Able Sisters placed. So let's go ahead and check out how our area is looking. Overall, I'm really happy with how this island is turning around. I think it looks beautiful at this time of day. This is around 7 a.m., but I think I would definitely like to see some snow falling during my DA. So here is how the shopping district is currently looking. I decided that I really did not like how the front of Able Sisters was looking, so I decided to make some adjustments. Oh, and another thing I needed to do was find a code for the firewood for sale in front of Nook's Cranny. And I found that there weren't too many options, at least when I had just searched firewood. And I was decided between these two, but I ultimately went with this one. I felt like it was a bit softer and suited my island a bit better. And I ended up customizing this plain wooden shop sign to go outside of Nook's Cranny and show off the firewood. So this is going to be our pause point for today's build. By the way, I still need an island flag. So if you have any suggestions or know of any good codes that would work nicely for this island, definitely feel free to drop them in the comments. Anything with a mitten or reference to winter is definitely welcome. So please let me know if you guys have any ideas. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out how the island is going. I'm imagining dropping some presents right in that area where that teddy bear is, but here is how the shopping district is looking. Pay no mind to the strawberry dress in Abel's sister's window. It's definitely killing the winter vibe to have such a cute summery dress there, but anyway, here we go. Here is how the area is looking. I really like how this space is going to be able to transition into more of the country area of the island, and I think I could definitely use a bit more items scattered throughout this area just to make it a bit more interesting, but like I said, I really don't want to clutter up this island. I want it to feel soft and natural, cozy, welcoming, and hopefully I've done that so far. So let me know what suggestions you guys have for this island. I definitely need some winter build ideas, so be sure to post those in the comments. I feel like we, of course, need a little sledding area. Maybe we need an ice rink. I don't know. Let me know what ideas you guys have for this island. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this island's progress so far, and I'll probably continue to make a few more videos before the DA is released. I'm really hoping I can make this winter island come to life and complete it. This would be a huge accomplishment for me because I never thought that I would be doing a winter island, but here we go. I'm up for the challenge and I'm feeling motivated to finish this island, but I definitely need your ideas and suggestions. So share them with me in the comments for different builds you'd like to see in the future on this island. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!